welcome back to another episode. We're looking at the highlights and lessons from last year. Make sure you've seen the part 1 that came out last week. In the second half of the last year, we heavily focused on boat work, most of which was outdoor painting. I have repainted the bathroom and Miles single-handedly repainted the stern. He did an amazing job. And most importantly, he kickstarted the energy of painting as we spent months thinking about it. So I went to Slovenia and we had a couple of dry weeks, so that's when he did it. While we were in Oxford, we also filmed a music video for the band called Socks in Bed.
So yeah, it all started back in February when was it my birthday? And we were with sort of all my friends from school having dinner, and my friends from school have actually been in a band since we were in school, and they've recently got back into sort of gigging and recording music. We offered Alba as the stage for a music video.
So is this the one you want to finish with me pushing him in, or do you want to...
Everybody, look who is here. We're dog sitting again. There's been a few things going on Alba. First of all, we've done some painting, mostly outdoor painting. So we've repainted the roof and currently I'm working on the sides and the gunnels. So this week it's supposed to be dry week, although it did rain today for about 5 minutes. Hopefully that's it, because it's a painting week and that will conclude the outside painting, because this summer we've done the back deck, the roof and basically the sides, so she'll be mostly repainted. The sides don't really need to be done, so we'll leave them as they are.
Got our bats.
How many balls do we need?
It was 40 each. Marvellous. Okay, wait. Put it on the Okay. We're building up something great here, I think, Marina.
Why is it not going?
So another thing.
You're hitting every time now. Oh, hi. Hello. Hey. This is Bella, everyone.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Hello, George. So he's a little bit blind and deaf, but he's even more adorable than he's ever been. Susie, do you want to help me to sew? Is that what you want to do? Because you can be very unhelpful, like distracting me. I need to get things done, Susie. Look at this beautiful, beautiful friend of mine. He's just so adorable. He's got his tongue out all the time, which is the cutest thing. Aren't you, George? Come here, show me what happened. What's with your back? Where have you been? What have you been rubbing yourself against? I'm gonna have to give you a... You smell! What's happened, Susie? Susie learned a new trick, so I'm gonna show you guys her little performance. Gonna hide one. I'm gonna hide it behind my back. Okay, which one? Oh yes, you know it. Good girl, George. Here you go. Okay, which one is it? Yeah, you know it. You know it. Smart girl. It's time to take off the tape. I'm gonna try and do it by hand, and if it sticks to the paint underneath, then I'll use a hairdryer to warm up the glue to separate it. We know there is an otter living across the river. We've seen him a few months ago. Miles even got it on video. So we suspect it's an otter hunting at night and using our paddleboard as a plate and leaving all the exoskeleton on the paddleboard. And we've noticed that so many times. So any guesses if it could be any other animal? It's pretty funny. Oh no, I'm devastated. I've just finished painting. Oh, it's gonna ruin it. Who destroyed the bin? Who destroyed the bin? Who destroyed the bin? Who went into the bin? Who went into the bin? So this is very unusual. For the first time ever on the Thames, we got delivered coal. Our friend Darren told us about it in advance, and I honestly didn't think it's going to happen. Anyway, they turned up and I bought 3 bags of coal. No, George, why are you eating my receipt? Don't eat the receipt. Come on, you don't even have any teeth. Why? Why do you need this paper? It's probably toxic, George. Do you enjoy it? At least, or something. Today we had some help. We had Joe coming over from Devices Marina, who resealed the windows. Winter's coming, it's gonna get all wet again, so we decided that it's time to reseal the windows, and we don't know how to do it, so we invited a professional to get it done. He cleared them out and then sealed, I guess, inside and outside of the glass frame. But for that, we needed to turn Alba around, which we did, not realizing how windy it is and how strong the current is at the moment, which is a little bit worrying. I had to do a couple of donuts, not being able to come in. Then Miles took over and he turned around a couple of times, but we managed to turn the boat around, which is really handy for me. Now we are facing with the side of the gunnels for me to paint. The time is running out and it's about to get cold at any moment. So this week I am painting Alba's gunnels on the other side. I just realized that, this is our bench that I never sit on. Miles nicely sanded it so it looks a little bit fresher. For this job I'm going to need 2 sanders, one 6-inch circular one and a small sander from a multi-tool for hard to reach places.
Life's so tough, isn't it? Shall we get some sausages? You don't want sausages? Oh. Do you want to be with us all day? Yes. You don't know? Oh. Your favourite thing in the world is to get more attention than George, isn't it? We're not giving them back. You can stay with us forever. If you growl one more time, we'll keep you forever, yeah?
Just admiring my own work. Be free! Oh, gravity's hard today. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my, what? This is us, we're going.
Bye bye, Pangborn.
So we've just left the beautiful Pangborn and we are going back on the Kennet and Avon Canal. So the plan today is to get to Reading and tomorrow morning fill up with diesel, get gas and then go on to the Kennet and Avon.
Our drone's in here somewhere.
What did we call it? Ariel.
Ariel, yeah, it likes the water.
So we've just filled up with 148 litres of diesel, meaning that we were very, very, very empty.
Rainy just broke the chimney. What happened? Look at it.
The top came off. This thing touched it, literally touched it, and then just, it's a really sad state of affairs because look at it, it's rusted all. It's only a couple of years old. When did we paint the roof? 2 years ago. March,
Yeah.
April 2021.
Yeah, 2.5 years. It looks ancient.
Hey guys, it's Friday evening. I think it's the last penultimate Friday before the clocks go back. So we actually have about an hour of daylight. So we're starting our cruise. This weekend we want to get to Canterbury. So we're starting at Tower Mill Lock. Probably gonna stop over at Newbury overnight and then get to Canterbury. Alba needs new fenders, so I'm using the new rope that we bought. I should have got it cut to length in the store because it's fraying badly. Lesson learned. The swing bridge in Aldermaston is huge. I felt a bit intimidated stopping the traffic for a while as we had 2 boats to get through.
Problem is, the river gets really narrow to get under this swing bridge, so it's really quick. It's worse coming down actually. This boat's hilarious. It's there intentionally for crash into, so we've got things to crash into.
It's a sacrifice boat. You didn't hit anything. Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Newbury surprised us with a gorgeous sunset, and it looked particularly beautiful today. We're often more in town for a week or two when we pass, but this time, because of the lock closure, we will keep going until Canterbury.
So we're going to service the engine today. We've got all the things. Engine service requires oil change, air filter and fuel filter. We always do this job and then realise we can't unscrew one of the filters, and then there's like a mad phase of panic and engine bay yoga, and eventually it always gets sorted.
But it's not going to happen this time. Are you spinning the wrong way?
We're going anti-clockwise.
Yeah? And was it the way it started?
No, I think from below anti-clockwise is clockwise from above.
While you remember, put an arrow on it with the Sharpie so you know for next time. You can do it, Myers. How do you know which order to do the filters in? Do you get that out of the manual? Do you remember?
Well, the fuel filter and the air filter are not connected to anything. Well, obviously the fuel and air bits, but then they're not dependent on one another. Engine service. Floor drop.
Another huge highlight was visiting Morocco and camping in the Sahara Desert. It was truly unforgettable experience. This is our desert camp. When it got dark, the wind picked up, bringing a sandstorm with it. I didn't think filming in the storm was a good idea, so I didn't, but this is what the sky looked like. There were so many stars, I've never seen more in the sky. Because of the darkness and also because of the unrestricted horizon in every direction, it felt like being under a dome of stars, the most beautiful feeling. The next morning we were up at 6 AM to start the long journey back to Marrakesh. By the way, this is our tent that had a shower and the toilet in it. I don't know how they do it, but it was very comfortable. The only regret I have is not staying in the Sahara for an extra night, but we had a wedding to attend. The journey back was surprisingly different. Firstly, I felt way more comfortable on the camel and didn't worry about falling off. And then the Sahara itself has changed. With the wind, the dunes were slowly disintegrating in front of our eyes. With the backdrop of the sunrise, it was so beautiful. And in the storm, there was again this feeling of being at sea. It was almost like the dunes were the waves. I guess the simplicity of the landscape is similar, and that's the only thing my brain can compare it to. A few days ago, we had an engineer coming. So we moved closer to parking, and today we're starting the cruise facing the wrong way. The winding hole is just behind the bridge.
We were facing the wrong way this morning because we had to go to the water point, and we were also having some lights fitted in the kitchen and living room. So we had to reverse quite a long way, I'd say a couple hundred feet, and it was windy and narrow, but we did it. It was pretty good. Hashtag no need for bow thrusters.
I think this tree is so full, it's gonna collapse on itself. I can't see any tree left. I want to show you our new lights. Actually, a couple of months ago now, we moored up next to Darren's boat, who is an electrician, and he helped us out with something on Alba, and when he came over, I asked him if he can do the lights. The light is the first job on Alba that we've done, that didn't really needed doing in terms of it wasn't an emergency, nothing was broken. However, I really wanted to upgrade them. They were quite old. They worked fine, but they were old, a bit rusty. The wiring looked a bit yellow, so it was the time to upgrade it, make it all look nice, especially because we've upgraded lights in the bedroom and the bathroom, and only the living room and the kitchen area was still not done. So let me show you what we've got now. So I've been away for a weekend and I have returned yesterday, and when it's really cold and the boat hasn't been heated for a while, I normally start the fire, but it takes a good hour, an hour and a half to warm it all up, so that's why I put our diesel radiators on. And there was enough charge in the battery, so I didn't need to run the engine. It was during the day. But then at night, when I needed to run the engine for the batteries, I realized that the engine won't start. It was 7 o'clock at night. I checked the starter battery and the voltage is fine, 12.8, so it's not the starter battery. Luckily we have insurance that includes membership with River Rescue, Canal and River Rescue, so I rang them and they said they're gonna send out someone tomorrow. So this morning I rang them again and they confirmed there will be an engineer coming, but I am the third in a queue. I don't know how far his location is, so I'm waiting basically to find out whether they can come in. So Darren is here, our friend, electrician friend, who fixed our lights, and he is looking at this issue. He's gonna change some cables. He thinks the starter motor is okay. He thinks it's a cable issue, so he's gone to the car to pick up some cables. So fingers crossed. Can you hear that gorgeous noise? That's the noise of our running engine. I've never been happier to hear it. So Darren came over and fixed it. There was a problem with wiring. Hold on, something is... It's the girl. There was a problem with wiring in the ignition. So he fixed that, but he said there's 2 other bits that he would like to change. He asked us about the gearbox oil that we haven't done in a while, so he's gonna come back and change the gearbox oil for us, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm charging all of the jackeries, laptops, everything. I'm glad it's done. It's really stressful knowing that okay, I only have this much power, and now I can actually have the fridge back on. Life on the boat is full of challenges, and no 2 days are the same. We're stuck in a bit of a predicament here. We need water, and there are 2 wood points kind of nearby. The one we're facing is 9 locks away, so it will take most of the day to get there, and we don't have a day as it's midweek. The closest wood point is only 1 lock away, but it's behind us, so we are reversing in the dark, in the evening, going down the lock in reverse, and then continue reversing all the way to the wood point. It's a challenge, but it seems like the only option. Last night was so windy, and it's a new spot, so we didn't notice that we moored right next to a tree. It was rubbing into the side of the boat and screeching really loud all night. And we finished the year on the high. We went to the festive Edinburgh, which I absolutely loved. After a quick stopover on Alba to repack my bags, I went to see my mum, who, as you might know, lives in Slovenia at the moment. It's so special to have the cat with us. He loves going for walks, but I find it unbelievable every time, especially this time as Archie, one of the dogs, gives him a hard time. I don't know why, and yet Marlo still chose to come. He loves sitting in a basket, so I am taking him for a little ride. Marlo has an amazing personality and he seems to like being on camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know about you, but I love looking back once a year. I think life flies by so fast and it's so important to stop and take time to appreciate the life we have. The highs, the lows, everything. So I hope you're staying warm in this freeze and I will see you all next week.